Hey folks, this is a WooFDriver coming at you for a little behind the scenes broadcast. We're doing a Gigi and Jag RuFF-Boarding session and wanted to just make this a little more personal for the WooFDriver Unleashed group. Come on guys, come on Gigi, good girl. Come on, she's a little, come on Jag, hey, everybody, come on G. Oh Gigi's just a little scared. Come on good girl, come on, it's okay. Come on. I'm gonna walk her at first every time. Come on good girl, good girl. See how just walking her chain. Good girl Gigi, good girl Gigi, good girl Gigi. See how that's just changed the dynamic. And sometimes that's all you got to do. If you saw her last week, come on, she did great with Princess. Today we're doing Jag. She didn't do so good with the whole wolf pack last week because Jag was kind of too close to her. So have to get her more comfortable with the dog behind her and even a dog in front of her. Sometimes she does good like that, sometimes she doesn't. But you can see she kind of enjoys this. And again, it's nothing more than a glorified walk. That's pretty much all I'm doing except for when they pick up speed. Good girl Gigi, good boy Jag. This scooter does have some issues. We're working on them. We've got a few in the fleet, but this one is the only one that's equipped right now for the dogs to actually mush, if you will, instead of free range. And they're doing great now. You can see what a difference once you get them in the right state, especially a young dog that's not as familiar with this, even though she's done it many a times. She's not as comfortable because she doesn't do it all the time. Remember, in the winter we don't do it, and in the cooler months obviously, like winter, fall, etc. So this is her third or fourth run this week, this season. She's doing really well right now, and I like to do this with her again for socialization with the other dogs, as well as to help her manage her exercise needs. Good girl, G. Good girl. And she's very comfortable. This scooter's making unusual sounds because of the problems with it. Haw, haw. Good girl, haw. Come on, G. It's okay. Haw. So what we do is work her through those sounds, which is a great way, again, of training. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Come on, guys. Good boy, Jag. Good girl, Gigi. Come on, guys. And it's going slow because the other dogs aren't pulling because we don't. Good boy. And Jag's going to do a bathroom break anyway. So, I've got my chase vehicle. My wife's driving, and she'll help me manage any waste on the road. Good boy, Jag. And we're going to, come on. We're going to walk slowly up the hill because the scooter, rough board as I call it, is not acting properly because it's got a bad motor controller. Come on, G. As I mentioned before. Another thing this trains Gigi for really well, she likes to stop and sniff every couple seconds when we take her for a walk. And this helps her, come on, Jag, keep a consistent pace. Good boy, Jag. So Jag's not as usual, come on, Jag, good boy. Not used to me run. Come on, good boys. Come on, Jag, good boy. Not so used to me running behind him or walking behind him. So, again, any curveball I can throw at the dogs helps with their training and building confidence. And that's what everything I do is all about, because the better equipped they are, then the more places I can take them and the more activities I can engage them in. Good girl. She's going to do a bathroom break. Good girl. Good girl. So again, this encourages them to do these bathroom stops, which of course is healthy for them. But as I was alluding to, come on, the more comfortable they are with any situation, the more situations we can get into. Sorry, the camera's a little crooked. just the way I'm pushing, the camera's mounted straight, and I'm leaning the vehicle away from Gigi just to make it really unrestricted or unobtrusive for her. Not obtrusive. Come on, Jay. Boys and good girls. So I'm a little winded. I apologize. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, good girl. Good boy, Jag. Come on. So this is good for all of the audience to see how, come on, we handle some adversity, some new dog training, and working with smaller dogs. Usually, any dog that's 30 pounds plus can engage in some pulling. Or, should I say, in most cases, is strong enough to team with the human to pull them. One. Gigi's size, her breed, they actually do weight pulling. Not as heavy as a human. Come on, guys. Look how she just picked that up. Come on, G. Good girl. Look at her go. She's set. Her tether is at full extension out, so she's very comfortable, actually pulling a little, and she feels really good. Now, as we take this hill, I'll slow it down some, because it's going to come at her faster. The hill, that is, the street. Good girl. Just catching my breath, sorry folks. So, as I said, nothing more than a glorified walk, but once they get comfortable, trails and places to take our dogs become more available, because situations, especially the way I go, I try to get my dogs involved in as much as possible. So the more confident they are themselves, the more ready they are to handle any situation, which might be a tight bridge crossing, it might be a going under a bridge, going in a tunnel. You've seen me do it all, and see Gigi's getting a little intimidated by trash cans on the side of the road. And that covers the territory of riding in tight spaces, what a tunnel would create, what a bridge might create, etc. Now, bridges they can see below them are even more problematic, because good girl, because that's really an unnatural stance or position for them. But through praise and through lots of loving, you can work them through almost any situation, especially the more trustworthy they are of you. So the more good experiences they have. Another reason I'm broadcasting this just to the group tonight is because everybody's so abusive on Facebook, and a lot of times when people see me with the smaller dog, they're like, that's cruel. Not realizing that she needs exercise, and she's young, and she wants to be with these dogs. That's her brothers and sister. Huh? So she's really competitive in that nature, and Chinese Cresteds are very much family orientated. They want to be with others, whether it's dogs or family members, human family members, whatever the case may be. They do not like being left alone at all. Have a tougher time dealing with that than other breeds. She's picking up on the scent a little bit, which is awesome. So that really works on her and encourages her to try new things, because she's like, oh, my older brother's doing it, my big sister's doing it, dad's doing it, mom's doing it, and she's like, I could try it. And whenever we do a new activity with any dog, whether it's a puppy or an older dog that's never done something with me, the most important thing is keeping them comfortable and not having a bad experience. Now, you can't always do that. We got some dogs coming up ahead. Stay, 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 stay. No, Jag. So we got dogs up ahead, and those people, look, Jag. Jag, Jag, Jag. So this will be a time I water them. Those people didn't look like, we would have been fine with them. Those people didn't look like they wanted us to come there. Jag, it's okay. Jag's very vocal. Jag, stay. I don't think. Yeah. They see a dog up there. That's why they were. So this gives us a chance. Hey, Betty, how are you? Thanks so much. Yeah, she really is doing well. She just is motivated by her. Nope, Jag. Good boy, Jag. She's motivated by. Nope. Let me give her some. Jag. No, Gigi. Come on, good girl. She doesn't want any. I'm trying to give her some. No. Nobody wants any. Jag. So we'll save that for next stop. No. Stay, good girl. You want some more? You want some? Hi, good girl. Look how amped up she is, ready to go. Nope. Gigi, now. Nope. Come on, G. Come on. She's confused. Because Jag looks excited. Come on. Nope. Jag, stop. Come on, G. Come on, good girl. Let me get her on the other side. Good girl. She just wanted to know which side to be on. Huh? She thinks Jag's talking to her. So we are approaching other people with a dog. Come on, Jay. It's okay, Jack. Good boy. It's okay, Jack. It's okay. Good boy. Howdy. How you doing? It's okay, good boy. Good girl. Good boy, Jag. Good boy. Howdy. Good, how are you? Come on, G. Come on, G. It's okay. Good. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Good boys. Come on. Good boys. And good girl. So, they were too distracted to drink, as you saw, and because Jag, he makes noises, he speaks like a hyena, I should say, with real high pitched. Gigi wasn't sure what that was about when we were on the dog bike. G, good boys and good girls. And I didn't realize those people, I thought they were walking away. They were actually waiting for me, so I would have sped it. Come on, good girl. Come on, good girl. Come on, good girl. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. She's watching her mom behind us. Good girl. And also seeing what all the excitement with the other dogs were. But again, distraction, that's good. And I personally welcome all distractions because it just helps them, again, deal with the different situations we find ourselves in. Some are controllable, and they're obviously training situations. Some are not, where, you know, something could happen that you didn't expect, a dog off leash you run into. Now, sometimes when we would train my dogs, and I was learning from my master trainer and assisting him with training new dogs, we would set dogs up. So we would set a trained dog off leash that would kind of, good girl, that would kind of show up in a confined area where that we could control to almost spook the dog that we're trying to train in order to help them with the right reaction and show them the right way to handle that. Instead of, for instance, a situation just happening that wasn't expected. So we call it setting up the dog for a stressful encounter, whatever their hot buttons or weak points are. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Come on, good girl. So, good girl. She is doing really good. Now my phone battery's a little low. Just because this was kind of a spontaneous. I do a lot of training and I don't broadcast at all. I'm trying to broadcast more and more. And I just happened to pick up the camera. It was there to set up for this broadcast, and I thought it'd be a good time to spend with the group. Okay, so she wants to take a breather. It's okay. And you can see how a gentle tug on her, it works great. She's really interested in Mom. How what she's hooked to is very gentle and gives her a gentle tug. If she goes the other way, see how excited she is. No.
Why is she stopping?
Oh, because she was interested in you. Here. And this is WooFDriver's here. Right, the camera's there. No. Huh? Camera's there shooting back. She wants you to come and pet her, son. Good girl. And Mom's going to tell her everything. You hold the water bowl, she. Okay.
That's all you need.
Yep. She's so funny. Okay, so now she's ready to go. She got a kiss from Mom. Or a little rub, I should say. Jag? See, nobody wants any water. Common. And again, I get beat up on this on the big board, on the big pages, is everybody says, they need water, because they see them panting. That's not always indicative. Come on, good girl. And she might be too distracted, but this is good. Come on, it's okay. Come on, G. Come on, G. Good girl. Look at her go. She just got right back up. So it's not always indicative of them needing water. I mean, that's how they cool themselves. And that's how they breathe, with their mouth open, or at least a majority of the breathing. So it doesn't mean that they need water. And everybody gets... It's amazing how many people on my pages will chime in and tell me about how much water they actually need. And when they're not out here, and they haven't been doing this for better than 20 years, and have been through all the different training I've been through. So it's really, really interesting. In addition, you do have to be careful because the dogs can bloat if you overwater them. So it's hard to monitor that. But again, from experience and good practice, you get a feel for it. Look how good Gigi's doing now. I mean, it's incredible. Good girl. Oh, I thought we were going to have a car pass us, which would be another... She's had it before, plenty of times, but another good challenge for her. What I was saying is, it's real... The most vital part of any training is, if you can avoid it, and you can't sometimes, is just to prevent a bad experience on your first few training sessions. Because when they have a bad experience, then you got another hurdle. You got to teach them to get over that bad experience, and then to accept the task you're trying to train them to do. And that becomes really difficult. Not to say we've done it all. G. G means to the right. It's sled dog term talk. Jag knows it. Gigi's learning it. So I try to say Gigi all as one. Because, come on, Mom's still behind us. Good girl. Because that really helps her differentiate. And that's why the sled dog terms are open-ended with the E or haw means to the left. Whoa. You can carry out the last syllable of the word. Some of the words are only one syllable anyway, but that's by purpose. Now there's something called on by. That means pass. And I don't want to start saying commands that, well, especially while she's still somewhat fresh at this. I want to train her right. And in addition, sometimes when you talk too much to them, it's all gibberish. So the commands are really nice. We got a squirrel to our left. That's was attracted Jag's attention. Now Gigi's not as good girl. She heard me say her name. She's not as caring as much as the other animals we see as the wolf pack, the huskies are. And yes, she is panting, but I did just water her. You can see she's all set with it. Come on, G. A little distracted. Good girl. But these are what we work her through. Good girl. Mom's behind us. Good girl. Come on, good girl. Folks, I know this area sometimes we lose reception, and also my phone is low on batteries. I will try to get us back on. You can see we're having a wonderful outing. And if the screen goes blank or I'm losing your reception, I totally apologize. And I'll try to get it back on as soon as possible. It might not be today, though. Come on, good girl. Just because I don't think I got a charger with me for this phone. Again, this was a spontaneous broadcast. That's what's so awesome about Facebook. You can do it almost any time, but you need a charged battery. And the way I do these broadcasts are through an external camera talking to my phone. Good girl. Good girl. So, but I have to, on a personal level with the group here, I have to mention that I just love these armchair experts who want to tell me what I should and shouldn't do. I'm not saying, I'm open to suggestions, and I love answering questions. That's why I do this, to let people find out more. And also, I could learn from others. Listen, I am not a know-it-all. I am an expert at these particular things, what I do with my dogs, but there's always room to learn. And I'm very open-minded, but I just don't like when people come off very derogatory and negative. And if you've seen my post and you've interacted with me, you know that's not what I'm about. But I'm amazed at how many people are actually kind of funny about what we're doing and what it's about. They're assuming that a lot of times that the dog that a walk is going to satisfy the huskies, which definitely isn't. Someone asked me the other day, why don't you just walk them since this is kind of a glorified walk? Well, that's good, but when you're talking 10 to 20 miles, 15 on an average, it's hard for me to walk that far. Might be a couple of days. And on the bike, we can do that in a matter of 4 to 6 hours. That's a lot of time. She's doing really good. Wow. So excited. Come on, good girl. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Notice how she checks Jag. She wants to know that he's with her. That's making her feel comfortable. It's one of her own. It's one of her pack members. And she'll check to see if mom's behind her. Now, my wife doesn't always follow us, but we usually do have someone following, especially when she's on board, just in case, because she's more fragile than the boys and the big girl. Good boys. So we're going to be real comforting here. Come on, G. Good girl. Good boys. Boys. Come on, guys. Good boys and good girls. Thank you. Thank you. We're learning. Thank you so much. Howdy. So, trying to fraternize with the neighbors. Those were new neighbors. I don't know them. I don't know. I mean, we're still a little ways from the home. There's a lot of streets here. But come on. Good girl. But people are curious, of course, what we're doing and how I'm doing this. Come on, good girl. Because a lot of times people want to do this. Yeah. Thank you. G over. G over. Thank you. Good girl. Okay. And we're going to go a little bit up here and try to make... My wife is just letting me know cars are coming out. Come on. I want to see how much further Gigi wants to go up. Good girl, look at that. She's just on it. So a lot of times if we were setting up for this, if we planned on doing this run and we're doing a little more mileage, we would take walkie-talkies, which you've seen me use. I mean, I'm very professional how I do this and well equipped to assure nothing but the best of safety and experience for all the dogs who's ever with me. So what I was saying, the more experience and confidence you build in a dog, the more tolerance there is for mistakes, because mistakes are going to happen. It's how much they're going to set you back and what it means to the dog, most importantly. So when we have a mistake, the first thing I say is, good girl, good boy. I'm comforting them because somebody just made an error. Something happened that we weren't expecting. And therefore, the dogs need to know that they didn't do anything wrong. G over. G over. Now we're going to try with Gigi. G over. Good girl. G over. Good girl. Look at that. Good girl. Easy, easy, ho. Let me get some more water. See if they'd like some more. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Thank you. Stay. Now usually I can carry the water on board, but since my wife's here doing co-pilot duties, well, see, Gigi doesn't want it. Now what I'm going to do, because she didn't drink much at all, I'm going to pour a little water on her to help keep her cool. And you can see she's kind of appreciating that. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Come on, Jay. Jay. Sin, let me follow you this time. Yeah, hang on. I'll put it in front of her. There she goes. Good girl, Gigi. Good girl. You want some more? So she's a little wet around her head. I made sure of that because she wasn't drinking as much. She's too excited to drink. Jag. Stagey, she really wants to go. So what I'm doing is I'm having my wife go in front of us because that'll motivate Gigi instead of her riding behind us. So I'm changing the scenario up, as I was saying, getting different scenarios in our training. It's okay, good girl. Jag's about the slowest drinker on the East Coast there is, I think. Good boy, Jaggy. Gonna check Gigi on one more. I see. And again, just because she's not drinking as much, I'm going to give her sorry folks, I had to rinse my mouth out. I'm going to give her a little bit of a cool down that way. So you might hear the bottle crunching. So we're going to do a turnaround. This is going to be kind of cool. Make sure the roads are clear. Haul, come around. Haul, come around. Jag knows how to do this. Haul. Boy. Haul, come around. Look at Gigi. Haul, come around. Haul, come around. So good. Okay, you go, Sin. Come on. And this is just a little bit of a... Look at Gigi. Because she knows Mom's in the car in front. So this puts her further out in front. Just another way of training. See, now she's going to go as fast as she can. And I'm going to slow it down. Good girl, Gigi. Gigi running faster than Jag. Jag's a wheel dog, so he's not all about going fast all the time. Jag picked up a few pounds just over the course of the winter when we were resting up a little, so because of the surgery that Princess and Zorro had. So that's one of the reasons he's out here tonight and not the other dogs. I did want to do a one-on-one session with Gigi, but that's how he got here. Good girl. Good girl. Look at her go. She knows mom's ahead. And that's what I mean by finding the motivational factor for the dog you're working with to get the most out of them so they can engage their exercise the most. Good girls. Good boys. Look at her. The car didn't scare her. She's just all out, folks. We're drifting a little downhill, so look at her go. I get excited by this because it's her really getting to her instinct, working her instinct, and enjoying herself. And the training just paying off. This kind of vehicle, I got her hooked up comfortably and properly. And she's enjoying it. And she's, by her faster pace now, she's getting more of a workout. Whoop. There she goes. I thought she was doing a bathroom break. You okay, good girl? Good girl. Come on. Hike. Thought she was doing a bathroom break, so. And again, the hookup she's on is going to protect her. So if there is any jerk in action, doesn't create a bad experience for her or for any of the dogs that are there. So we got someone behind us right now. I'm just letting them know it's okay to pass me. Good boys and good girls. Good. That person had just been behind anyway. So these are back roads, and it's quiet back here, so traffic is usually at a minimum. We got a neighbor bringing the trash can out. You might hear some noise, which is good for Gigi also. Come on, guys. Yeah, come on. Good boys and good girls. It's okay. Howdy. Boy, are they. Having fun. Have a great day. Thank you. Come on, G. Good girl. It's a great experience for her. So she lost sight of mom that quick, and she's like, what's this? Again, she's a little older than, well, she's still got puppy in her, a lot of puppy in her. So even though she's getting older than a puppy, she's about, actually a year and a half now, she's still got that really limited attention span. Look at her go.